Erica here with today's trucking business tip. Know when to change lanes. So, if you've been in trucking for at least, I'll say 2 years, then you know that trucking, like any other business, runs in seasons. It moves in seasons. So, knowing when to change lanes, simply put, means know when the season for your type of equipment is running in this lane and switches to that lane, changes to the next lane. Maybe you can get away with running the same lane 9 months out of the year. And now, just to be clear, I'm speaking to those of you who work off of the load board. Even if technically you're not looking on the load board every day, but you are working with brokers who like you found on the load board. You're not working directly for shippers. You're not on a contract. Those are the ones of you I'm speaking to with this business tip. So if you are, say you have a dump truck, okay, now here in the Southeast, a dump truck can usually do construction work like spring to fall, right? But then during the winter, you're not doing too much construction or asphalt work. You're just not. Sometimes, the state will get real funky. I guess if the Georgia weather says it's going to be nice and clear for a month in December, January, whatever, and they'll do that night work on 285 or 75 or whatever. But generally, I've known dump truck owners to contract their equipment to like Tennessee or other areas in the Southeast still, but that are more prone to snow. So they will contract their equipment up there to do to haul rock salt or to be on standby. Still getting paid. Hey, you're not, using up your tires. Yeah, you're running gas because you're not sitting there in the cold. You are running your heat, but still in all, you get the point. So that is the point of knowing when to change lanes. Now, a great way to know when to change lanes and to be prepared when have everything in place when it's time for your lane to change is to get ahead of the pack. How do you do that? All about relationships. If you haven't watched my video on relationships in the trucking business, I suggest you go to the link in the description. After you watch this video, I talk more about building relationships with brokers. But briefly here, I'll say this. Whatever lanes you think you would want to run after the one you're currently running dries up, so to speak, for the season, then go into that lane. Start pulling those up on the load board and reach out to the brokers. Check it out. Do your homework. Reach out to the brokers that you see are handling that lane on a consistent basis. They have 4, 5, 6 loads booked. Call, introduce yourself, fill out the carrier packet, get in place, let them know your voice, let them know your name, and ask them about a load. Go into a load with them. Hey, go back and forth with your negotiation. See how they come off. Are they just a stickler for it is what it is, love it or leave it? Or are they like, well, because some brokers tell you, hey, you help me out when I'm in a bind, I'll help you out. And those are the kind of relationships you want. I'm not talking about the kind where you're always doing them a favor and going basically in your pocket. No. I'm talking about the kind of relationship where they say, oh, I only have 1,000 in it, but I got to move it, so I'll give you 1,100. And that works for you because you really just wanted like 900. Those are the kind of relationships I'm talking about building. So know when to change your lane and get prepared to change lanes. So it's no different than you running down the road and you don't just swerve over. No, you check your mirrors. You put your signal on. You wait a few seconds to see if some dingbats gonna dart out in front of you. Then you ease on over to the other lane. That it's no different in business. Get ready to ease on over to the other lane. Okay? So I hope you like this tip. I hope it's helpful. And if you do like it, help our channel grow. Like the video, and hey, share it with your online community, please. I thank you. And until next time, as always, be awesome and be blessed.